The stock is down 85% from the peak. Competition has been always there, but there's definitely a bit more private equity players looking at the market in Spain.
Hello, I'm Diego. I'm here in Madrid with Florent from Harbert. Florent, it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, Diego. Pleasure to be here in Madrid, and glad to join this conference.
Amazing. Before we start, can you please tell me a little bit about your role and your company's activity here in Europe?
Yeah, so I'm now the co-head of the Harbert European platform. We're a value-add player, active since 2002, so 24 years in Europe, having invested 2.2 billion of equity in the market, focused on value-add transactions across Europe, with a big focus on the UK, France, and Spain. Invested in Portugal, in Germany, in Netherlands, across Europe in the last 20 years, and looking for new opportunities today.
As an international investor, how is your sentiment shifting regarding Southern Europe fundamentals in the past few years?
So we look at Europe. We're a pan-European investor. We're not only focused on Southern Europe. We've been in Madrid since 2007. So we've been investing over the last 2 decades in the market. So we understand the market fundamentals pretty well, investing in living, in the retail sector, and that has been the main focus for us. But the way we look at the world today on a pan-European basis is really focusing on sectors, on the supply-demand dynamics. And today, there's definitely been a dislocation between Northern Europe and Southern Europe. And as a result of that, Southern Europe became a little bit more attractive because the capital has been reiterating in Germany, also in France for some in some measure. So Spain is becoming kind of right in the middle of the bullseye for many investors here, and that's why we're seeing so much interest.
Do you have a feeling that the competition is really high now and is making your life harder to do new business here?
Competition has been always there, but there's definitely a bit more private equity players looking at the market in Spain. We obviously always had the REITs being active here. Private equity players are here, definitely looking at the similar investments than we do. So that makes it tougher. So you need the angle, you need kind of some special sauce to avoid facing face-to-face your other competitors in the market. And there's plenty of space for everyone to play in this market.
I believe that as you are here for so long, the connections and the relationship that you build over the years probably makes a little difference now when you have such competitive environment, right?
Correct. We've been building this relationship for 20 years, and being on the ground, speaking with our partners has been very helpful. That helped us getting opportunities kind of early on, having a first call or the last call, which is always good to basically get a good angle and a solid entry basis into these deals. Definitely better than being in a publicly auctioned process.
As you are a value-add and opportunistic player and looking in different markets and also asset classes in Europe, which markets do you see that have the right fundamentals for the next 12, 18 months for you to allocate some capitals, and which asset classes?
We find the opportunity set. So there's been a big reset in 2022 with the spike in interest rates, and we've been all living it for the last 4 years. The market has reset. There's a very attractive entry basis in a lot of the markets, not everywhere. You need to be very selective still where you invest, whether it's on the country, the micro location, and kind of the basis you enter at. We're very much we continue to invest, and we've been investing in the last 4 years in industrial and logistics, as well in the living sector. And within the living, we've been playing in student housing. We've done affordable housing. We're looking at the flexible living, and we've invested and divested in that sector, as well as the traditional build to sell, especially in countries like Spain, which over the last 15 years suffered a big kind of shortfall in supply. The stock is down 85% from the peak. There's still new households being formed, and the supply-demand imbalance has been playing in favor of the sector. So we've been actively investing in that space. So for us, sectors and the key markets, UK, France, and Spain, looking at Germany, Netherlands as also interesting opportunities out there.
Amazing. Florent, thank you very much for your time. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.